This is how I afford to travel full-time on a marketing salary. The real numbers and the one concept that changed my life forever and allowed me to do this, called Geo Arbitrage. I learned this from Tim Ferriss in the 4-Hour Workweek, and I ran with it. That one concept has been applied to every aspect of my life, and I highly recommend it. So let me tell you what the cost breakdown is for being in Brazil. I earn in US dollars and I'm spending Brazilian reais. First things first, what is geo arbitrage? Geo arbitrage is earning in one currency, a strong currency, and spending in a different currency. In this case, I'm earning US dollars, but I'm spending Brazilian reais. And my money goes 5 times further in Brazil than it were if I were living back home in Los Angeles. In Los Angeles, rent could easily be anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 a month. In Brazil, I'm spending $800 a month, and I have a jungle view, an infinity pool, a beautiful building with a sauna, a gym, a restaurant, a cafe, all for $800 a month. So immediately by coming to Brazil, my money multiplied by 5 times. So I didn't have to earn more. I'm simply spending it smarter. I'm in a location that allows me to have more buying power. I have the same earning capacity, but more buying power. I really like how Tai Lopez says this. He says, the cheapest hack to becoming a millionaire, learn how to make $100,000 and then move to Brazil or move to Argentina or somewhere like Mexico. I took his advice, I took Tim Ferriss's advice, and now I'm here in an infinity pool in front of the Amazon jungle in Brazil, living my best life. So, how do you take advantage of geo arbitrage? This is how I'm doing it. I'm not a travel influencer. I'm just a regular person. I'm just a marketing manager that figured out the numbers. I'm working fully remote, and I've been location independent for about 7 years now, before the pandemic, before it was cool, before it was common. Now that I am working remote, I could travel wherever I want, and I could work without needing vacation. All I need is my laptop and a Wi-Fi. So I chose Manaus because I am turning 30. I just turned 30, and I wanted to be in the Amazon jungle, which is behind me. So I came to Brazil, and I found out about this city called Manaus that is near the Amazon jungle. So I spent 4 days and 3 nights inside the Amazon jungle for my 30th birthday. It was a big dream of mine. Finally made it come true. I've always wanted to spend a long time in Brazil. I'm here for a month and a half so far and have a month and a half to go. So 3 months total in Brazil, which is how long the American visa lasts. My next steps are going to be to figure out how I can get residency and how I can stay in Brazil for even longer, because it's beautiful, it's cheap, and it's very social. Lots of culture, lots of beautiful people. I'm really enjoying my time here in Brazil. So back to geo arbitrage. First thing is to change your mindset. You need to stop thinking in dollars per hour, and you need to figure out how to decouple your earning from your location. Once you become location independent, get a remote job, then you can start taking advantage of geo arbitrage. You don't have to be a freelancer, you don't have to be a business owner. You can have a regular job like I do, marketing manager, and work fully remote. There's tons of jobs that allow this. In fact, my company is 100% remote. We don't even have a physical office or a physical location. All of our employees, all of my coworkers are distributed throughout the world. The Philippines, Brazil, the US, Canada, New Zealand, everywhere throughout the world. So 100% fully remote company allows me to travel and have higher spending power like I have currently in Brazil. Yeah, once you can get a remote job, and I have tons of other resources on this. I have something called the Remote Accelerator, which teaches you how to get a remote job, how to use AI to fix your resume and your LinkedIn so that recruiters are chasing you instead of you chasing recruiters, or putting out tons of job applications every single day. Much easier if you do what's called search engine optimization, SEO, how to make the recruiters find you. That way you're getting a ton of job offers passively. If you're interested in that, I'll put the link in the bio. I also have a ton of free resources for if you're already working remote, how to manage your time, how to take advantage of geo arbitrage, what are the best cities for digital nomads, and how to make friends, be social, build a social circle while you're traveling. So, highly recommend something like geo arbitrage. It doesn't have to be Brazil. There's tons of other cities that you can take advantage of. Again, I've been doing it for 7 years and I highly recommend it. I spent my 30th birthday abroad in Brazil. I highly love it. I did Carnival. I saw Bad Bunny in Sao Paulo. Then I spent my 30th birthday in the Amazon rainforest where I caught a piranha, went fishing for piranha. I spent the night in the jungle. I created fire from scratch. I learned how to make a blowpipe. I made a ton of friends. I saw what the city of Manaus was like. I did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in Brazil, all while saving money. This is cheaper for me than living back home in Los Angeles. So I'm saving money, I'm living better, I have a higher quality of life, I'm having a great time. So if this is interesting to you, if you want to learn more about this, follow me so that you could keep up to date with my travels. You could keep learning how to get a remote job so you could travel the world, make money on the internet, just like I've been doing for 7 years now. And follow for a bunch of free resources. I got time management, I got how to use AI for your resume, I got how to perfect your LinkedIn profile so you can get remote jobs and remote recruiters inbound to you. And so that you can see all the different cities that I'm going to, what it's like, what you can do, what the potential is, and so that you could get inspired and figure out how to go remote so you can travel the world, make money on the internet, and live your best life, just like I am. I'm only 30 years old, doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in Brazil, marketing manager, not a travel influencer, not a special person, just somebody who figured out how to get a remote job and then make the numbers work while traveling abroad full time. This year I plan on being traveling on the road for at least 9 months out of the year. I'll be back for the holidays and birthdays with my family in November, December, maybe October, maybe January. And then from there, I'm on the road again. So far, I've done Argentina for 3 months. Started in Buenos Aires, went to 12 different cities inside of Argentina. After that, I did Puerto Rico for 2 months. Started in Fajardo, Culebrita, the island, and then went to San Juan, the big island, where Bad Bunny's from. And it was awesome because when I was in Puerto Rico, the Bad Bunny album, Debí Tirar Más Fotos, had just dropped. And tons of pride for the Boricuas that are living there, the Puerto Ricanos. So they were always bumping his album and dancing to salsa, and like, it was beautiful. I learned how to dance salsa on the beach to Bad Bunny. I took a bunch of salsa classes with the locals and they would just like sing and like, oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Then after Puerto Rico, I did Mexico for 3 months. Started in Cabo San Lucas, where my brother lives. Then I went to Acapulco, where my family's originally from. I had never been there before. That was my first time. So I got to meet a ton of my family members that I had never met before, like 20 of them. I held a potluck in my very nice apartment, very nice and very affordable apartment with a pool, 3-4 rooms, 2 bathrooms, a beautiful view of the beach. I got to invite all of my family members from my mother's side and my father's side who don't really get along, but they got together because I was there. We had a huge potluck, tons of food, lots of tequila. Oh, it was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful. And all of that for cheaper than it would have been for me to stay back home. They thought I was rich, but I was saving money. So, geo arbitrage, the move. After Acapulco, let's see, I went to Guadalajara, specifically Jalisco, specifically Tequila, Jalisco, which is where all tequila is made. If the tequila does not come from Tequila, Jalisco, the city, it is not considered tequila. Much like champagne is only from Champagne, France, there's a trademark that has to come from Tequila, Jalisco. So spent maybe about a week in Tequila, maybe a weekend, got a bunch of tours, learned how tequila was made. Beautiful, small town, very safe. There was children playing on the streets at like midnight, playing soccer. Beautiful place to be. From Tequila, let's see, I spent about a month and a half in La Ciudad de Mexico, CDMX, the main city of Mexico. That was beautiful. Big city, tons to do, lots of art, lots of museums, delicious food. Oh my God, I got like 7 tacos for like $5, something crazy like that. So now I'm in Brazil. I came in Brazil for Carnival, which was in February. Then I went to Sao Paulo for Bad Bunny. I saw him twice. I got into Bad Bunny VIP. Follow me for the story on that, where they had all you can drink, all you can eat, free tattoos, free makeup, great view, great networking, because everyone in VIP was like, had a name for themselves, had built a reputation or a business or made a lot of money or were influencers. So great, great place to network inside of Bad Bunny VIP. Then I came to the Amazon rainforest for my 30th birthday, spent it in the jungle where I did a ton of fun stuff. Now I'm in Manaus, the city right next to the Amazon jungle, in this infinity pool, doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And I'm about to go to a small beach town called Recife. It's a big city, but it's a beach town called Recife. And I'm gonna be there for about a month. My girlfriend knows somebody that lives there. She has a friend, and I could be wherever I want. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll just keep working in that town that I've never heard of before, but I'm sure it's gonna be a great time and beautiful. And I don't need to take any vacation time. So good life, good times. Follow me for the journey and follow me so that you could learn how to live just like I do. Again, I'm not special. I'm just somebody who figured it out. I'm documenting my journey and I'm giving you all of the lessons that I've learned so far in what I call the Learn Together podcast, because when we learn together, we grow together. So follow me to stay updated and learn how you can travel the world and make money on the internet just like me. Peace.